Hello everyone, Lisa here. Welcome to What's Crafting Wednesday. Everybody in that rain today? It sure is heavy right now. If you were out and about today, I hope you stayed dry. I certainly tried to. And if you're out and about tonight, I hope you are safe. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. Let's start with our drawing from our cards from last week. Last week was my last celebration, What's Crafting Wednesday. I can't believe that celebration is over already. Oh my goodness, it's the happiest time of the Stampin' Up! Year. So I have my two cards from last week, made with Celebration DSP. So I hope everybody liked these. I know the comments that you left, you certainly did. I have my names here on my raffle tickets, so let me get them in my trusty bag here and shake them up. And let me pick the lucky winner of the Best of Luck cards. Give it a quick little shake here again. And let me grab a ticket. Let me see, I have one ticket here. And this week's lucky winner is Carol. Is that 3 weeks in a row, Carol? Oh my goodness. You better go out and get some lottery tickets. Okay, Carol, I have a nice stash of winnings here for you. I will get them to you this week. All right, everyone. Tonight I have a monochromatic card using 2022 to 2024 in color, the Starry Sky. I haven't been using any of the 2022 to 2024 in colors recently, and they will be retiring very shortly. Our new annual catalog comes out in May, and with that means our in colors will retire, and we will have 5 new in colors in May. So I wanted to do a little focusing on our retiring colors because they are very pretty. Also using a bundle that is from the mini catalog. This is the Hot Air bundle, Hot Air Balloon bundle. It is a photopolymer stamp set and dies. Each is sold individually. It's also sold as a bundle with a savings, and I believe it's also sold as a suite with the DSP and the baker's twine and the embellishments. Let me just quickly check that, make sure I'm not giving you the wrong information. Bundle suite, yes, it does come as a suite also, so that's nice. One item number, and you get everything included for the hot air set, hot air balloon set. Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting that balloon part of it. So let's get started. I'll just put these here off to the side. And actually, there's not much stamping on the card. There's die cutting and paper trimming and embellishing. So this here is the front of the card, and this is the inside, and I did stamp the envelope. So let me get my supplies. I have the basic white envelope, which I'll put off to the side for right now. And I have 2 pieces of basic white cardstock cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So this one here, I'll put one off to the side also. I have 2 pieces of DSP, and this is from the 2022 to 2024 in color DSP pack, 6 by 6 as you can see. And I have a strip for the front and a strip for the inside. The front is cut at 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. And the piece for the inside, I just cut it the opposite way. And this is cut at 1 inch by 4. So I'll also put that off to the side. I have pre-die cut the 2 pieces for the hot air balloon. And our cardstock is Starry Sky, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and we will score it at 5 1/2. And just fold here on the score line and use the bone. Well, I first usually use my finger, and then I use the bone folder to give it a nice crease. And we will be using Starry Sky ink. And we'll also be using the 2022 to 2024 In Color Pearls and the In Color Baker's Twine pack. So let's get started here. I took the DSP and I just left a slight little basic white border on the left side. And what I did, just because you never know if you might not get a good stamped image, I did place everything first where I wanted it before I stamped. So let me just get that there. And I think that looks good. So I'm going to do my stamping first, and then we will assemble. So I chose the Wish Big Sentiment from the Hot Air Balloon stamp set. And let me just ink that up good there, and possibly stick my head in to make sure I'm straight. Okay, perfect. And I'll just move the hot air balloon off to the side for the time being. And we're going to adhere the strip of DSP, pretty with the hearts on the flip side. So from the retiring ink colors, the 2022 to 2024 that are retiring, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Actually, from these ink colors, it's kind of hard for me to pick a favorite because I do like all of them this time. But I'm curious to hear what your favorite is. I'm going to take the Baker's Twine, and I think I cut a piece about, I think it was about 20 inches. I'm not sure, so maybe I'll leave it on here. We'll see. Let's see how I can work this. So what I did was I wrapped it around, and let me see, got a little too much there. Cut some off here. We'll just go with this. Hopefully that's good. So I wrapped it around and knotted it. And then I tied the double bow. So let's see if I can do that as good as I did in my sample. Because you know, here on the camera, it is not as easy. All right. So far, so good. Let me see if I can do it. Who thinks I can do this again? Let's see how much faith you have in me. So make that first bow. And you could always knot it again, but then it starts to get a little too thick. So I just made the bow, and then I tied a second bow. I mean, it looks pretty with just the one, but I thought let's shake things up a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can do it. I mean, when I made the card, actually I made it last night, I got it on the first try, so let's see if I'm as good today as I was last night. Not too bad. I think last night's looks a little better, but we're going to go with it because I know if I try a second one, I will most definitely mess it up. Make that a little tighter. There we go. And as you know, when I do a ribbon or baker's twine, I always put some tear and tape on the back to hold the ribbon or baker's twine exactly in place. And then I use the Tombow for the rest of it to adhere it. And I have Harry here. He was just jumping up on me. I think he wanted to say hello to everyone. Now I'm going to adhere this and then add the hot air balloon just because I'm putting it on with dimensionals, and it's always easier to apply a layer when you don't have the bulk of the dimensionals. It's easier to press it down. Okay, that looks good. And I'm just going to place this before I glue it so that I have everything in the right position. Okay, I think that looks good. So I will now add a little bit of Tombow here to the basket of the balloon. Has anyone ever been in a hot air balloon? I can tell you I most definitely have not. With my fear of heights, I could not be out in the open like that, up so high. If I am closed in, like on a high level in a building or an airplane, does not bother me. But if something is open, I am terrified. Oh, actually, balloon looks nice as polka dots too. All right, so now we will add some dimensionals. And I don't know how many I'm putting on. I think I went a little overboard on the sample, so I'll probably go a little overboard again. But, you know, that's what I do with the dimensionals. Yeah, I think this is about the same that I used on the sample. Better to be safe than sorry, right? Don't want our balloon sagging in the middle. Don't want it falling off the card when we give it to someone. All right. So how many did I actually go with? 2, 4, 7. Okay. Not bad. And now just pop that on top of the basket there. And just do a little trim on the tails here. Now, normally I would put a glue dot there to hold that in place, and I will. It's just that I forgot to grab the glue dots. So I will add that later. But I always do like to put a glue dot there, and it just holds the bow in place. Fly away there. Okay. So just randomly put a few of the pearls on here. So I'll put it in the same place. All right, and now we just need to do the inside of the card. And this here was very easy. See, I just adhered the strip of DSP to the bottom of the basic white layer. And then that leaves, you know, plenty of room for writing or to add a sentiment of your choice. If you wanted to add a happy birthday or a good luck, those would go good with Wish Big, I think. So I never used to make cards ahead without sentiments, but lately I have been doing it. So does anybody pre-make a bunch of cards and keep them on hand so that they have them ready to add a sentiment when they need a card? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now we just have the envelope left. And I'll open up the flap. And we'll do a little stamping, the hot air balloon. So I stamp the basket first. And you just want to make sure that you have enough, that you put it over far enough that you can then add the actual balloon part. So kind of just eye it, or you can lie that on top if you wanted. I'm just going to kind of eye it there. Hope for the best. Has anyone gotten this set or this bundle or this suite yet? Oh, there's something stuck on my stamp. Let me just quickly clear that off. I don't know what's stuck on it, but I see a little spot. Most likely a Harry hair. I just saw a little spot there where it didn't pick up the ink. Let me make sure I got this clean. Whatever it was, I picked it up after I made the sample card because that's stamped fine. Actually, there's a Harry hair right in the ink pad. Okay, got rid of that. Gotta love the Harry hair, right? Okay, whatever was on there is now off because this has inked up good. Yes. And just put it over so it meets with the basket. And the reason I lifted the flap was because if it's closed, sometimes then if it goes far enough down where you're stamping, you can get that little ridge and you don't get a good stamped image then. Very nice. Okay, so my crafty friends, there you have it. I would say this kind of is a quick and easy and fast card. A lot of times I like monochromatic. So everybody, let me know in the comments what you think about tonight's card. Do you like the Starry Sky? Do you like this stamp set? Do you like the layout of the card? Say hi, nothing else. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I do hope you enjoyed tonight's card. I look forward to reading your comments. I'll be back next Wednesday, same time, 7 o'clock. Again, not sure what we'll do. Maybe I'll do something else with another retiring in color. We'll see what strikes my fancy between now and then. Okay, again, stay dry, stay safe. My next class is March 20th. And that will be my Easter class. Invitation will be going out shortly. And hope to see all my locals there. Okay, everyone. Until next week, have a wonderful and crafty week. And Harry's saying good night also. Bye.